So, hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So, we are here back again for the third test review, which was held in Lords, the home of cricket. And it was like we all know what happened. So, in this particular video, we'll just focus on the first inning of India and England, where they both batted it. So, Ben Stokes won the toss yet again for the third time in this series, and this time he chose chose to go for a bat first. So it was, as per the reports, it was a good wicket for the Pacers, and it turned out to be. Over to you, Shardul.
What I feel is Ben Stokes came with a plan, executed remarkably well. First innings, 387. I think genuinely on that belter, we could have avoided 387. Uh, they were 271 for 7. And when the ball was doing things, I think the ridiculous decision of Shubman Gill changing the ball led to those last 116 runs and also the catch drops. I mean, they were absolutely irresponsible
Yeah,
from India. More than England's merit, I would say it was India's demerit that we considered 116.
yeah,
116 should not be considered in any manner to the tailenders. When Bryden Cars is scoring 56 on a surface where the Indian batters are struggling to get their nicks ahead, I think it was a very remarkably bad performance from our side, and also the erroneous decisions were very prevalent because the ball was being changed, and when at a point we had a ball that was doing things for us, we did not need to make it go through the shaper. We did not need to change the ball at all, and that's why it is what it is. I mean, lost the we just lost the momentum that Bumrah was shape shifting towards us, and it was a bad thing. So 387, in my opinion, uh, first
yeah.
of all,
We should have actually restricted them to something around 330 max. That's max, I would say. Okay,
I
but
would
Cars was
say,
playing. We should have
yeah,
just like 330 is fine for them.
yeah,
Okay,
definitely. Three
even we, as we spoke about, Joe Root was a key player in that inning. He scored a century.
Joe Root
Ben
is
Stokes,
always the key.
his his score of 41, I guess, he played it excellently. I guess he scored a 50, right?
Uh, no, he scored 44 in the first innings, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Yeah,
44. Yeah, sorry for
yeah.
that. Yeah, and even another point which we said ki Bumrah is back. We all were excited for that, and even our bowlers were as well, or the all the remaining bowlers. They were excited कि ये आएगा बुमराह भाई आएंगे 5 wicket लेंगे, and he
I don't.
deserved those 5 wickets as well. And the
There is
whole
nothing, and although
and
people
okay,
saying,
and
yeah,
even
yeah,
even I'll say ki we have a good we have a bonus. I would say like there is something like some silver lining is that we have got a proper fourth pacer now in the face of in the likes of as a player like Nitish Kumar Reddy. He
I
picked up
mean,
the 2 wickets quickly. He was bowling tight lengths. He was not giving anything away. So this is what you expect from a fourth pacer, like
you
what
know,
we what we saw what we saw in
you
the
know
earlier
what
games
we
from
should have
Shardul
done.
Thakur or some other bowler as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And even the track was a bit friendly for spinners in the beginning as well, because
Yeah.
Jadeja picked a wicket and even the ball was turning as well.
Yeah. So
Or rather, it was just troubling the batsmen.
what I wanted to say is, rather than, I genuinely think that early on, what we should have done is make a plan for Joe Root. I mean, why did not we see? He was struggling in the first four innings. I completely agree, but Joe Root is still Joe Root, and Joe Root at Lords has got like
Exactly.
11 centuries.
Yeah.
11 centuries, right? So if you
Yeah.
know a person who is absolutely a menace at the ground that he remarkably favors for himself, you should have had a plan for Joe Root, and we did not have a plan for Joe Root,
Yeah.
except for
Even
that.
still.
Except for that
Yeah.
magic delivery by Bumrah, I
Yeah.
don't think we had a plan for Joe Root. we
Yeah,
had out of
Bumrah out of his
anything.
5 wickets, yeah, he just got the four of them with a clean board. Like that was
Exactly.
also all the deliveries were spot on and clearly amazing. And as you said about the plan, we don't have plan for Joe Root. We also don't have plan for Jamie Smith.
We did have
He
one. We
is
did have one. We
we did
dropped it.
have one, but
We
I'll
dropped it.
this is my perspective. Ki already the damage was done.
No, no, not the damage. No, 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 no. The plan was executed to perfection, but KL Rahul made a terrific mistake by dropping the
Yeah,
catch. See, early on when the ball was being unplayable, the Duke's ball again that we
yeah,
wanted the
we
play to
mentioned it.
carry on
Yeah,
with that ball, that
yeah,
particular ball. The shape wasn't shift. The shape got shifted. I agree, but the ball was doing stuff on the pitch. Even though the shape is shifted, even though it's slipping out of the hands, you still have the next, not slipping exactly, but it was being deformed, and a deformed ball was doing that stuff. So instead of changing the ball right away, if you would have carried on for, like, let's say, like 4 to 5 overs, and if the shape really got deformed ahead, if you really needed to change the ball, you could have changed the ball. I mean,
yeah.
it had Shubman Gill had the option, but he did not
Hmm.
execute it, because what we did was we got into the trap of the thinking mentality that if we have a deformed ball, we can't do stuff with it. But you have literally got Jasprit Bumrah, who can do anything. You can literally do anything. You've got Mohammad Siraj, the workhorse. You're dropping catches. You're dropping crucial moments. You're dropping crucial. Uh, you're letting the tail enders take away the game, and that's the whole difference between the two. That's why the scoreline is 2-1, because our uh, even because the difference is in the tail enders. The difference is that they get those runs that we don't. We Our tail enders especially have a lot of credit this match because they stood their ground. But the runs are important, and 116 for the last three is simply
Yeah,
magnificent.
it technically changed the whole scenario of the game.
Exactly. I mean,
And even I would say ki we'll go to that issue as well of Karun Nair, the issue I will say him as the issue.
I'll
We'll
say the first
catch up.
innings was
We'll
not an
catch up.
issue.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first
But
innings
that's
was
okay.
he
Yeah,
was in
I will.
sublime touch. I'll
Yeah.
literally be very honest.
Yeah,
He was in
yeah,
sublime.
we'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back on that a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
later in
So
this video. So
Karun,
as of now, I would say ki we have also got a interesting thing ki as Rishabh Pant got injured, he had some issue with his fingers, and we got in place of him Dhruv
Dhruv
Jurel.
Jurel
He was excellent in the field. Okay,
in
he
the first
was
innings.
diving around. Yeah, in the first inning, he was diving around everywhere. He was taking the catches. He was actually like he was there in the field. He was giving inputs to
He
the bowler.
also
He was
caught.
having constant conversation with Shubman Gill as well as the slip quadrant. So he
Yeah.
was everywhere.
So what I
Even
feel
pumping up the
is
bowlers, like he was there. His
Dhruv
presence
Jurel
was there.
actually showed his presence, no matter,
Yeah,
uh no matter the amount of flag that he's getting for the second inning is a different issue. But
yeah,
Dhruv Jurel, basically, you need to acknowledge him for literally being there in the first inning, and like being so active, always maintaining that sort of pressure on the English batters. What I do want to say is, now we have we have talked about the England innings. England batters,
yeah,
they don't really need that much discussion because their batting goes up to 9. We
yeah.
all know that.
But
The
but be-
batting
but
goes up
before
to
we yeah, but before we just go forward to our Indian batting, I would seriously like I would just do like this to Jasprit Bumrah. That's my inner feeling, bro. He
and
comes in,
to all those
whatsoever the
people,
situation will be, he'll come in, he'll perform, bro. He's
he'll
मतलब
I'll tell
bro
you,
मेरे को तरस आता है तरस आता है
all
मेरे को
to all those haters, to all you stupid lockdown kids, if you criticize Jasprit Bumrah for being there, and if the team does not win in his presence, Jasprit Bumrah is not the problem, you idiots, you 10-year-olds, you brainless bastards. Jasprit Bumrah is the solution to our problems. You are
exactly
lit. I have seen Twitter at T. I was on X. I was on X. They are literally menacing Jasprit Bumrah for being there, and they are not criticizing the team for and
He
the three Anmol
technically
Ratans
even,
of our batting
yeah,
lineup.
exactly.
They are the reason for the loss, and you're criticizing the one bowler who we can
Was
instantly
given
rely on.
everything, was given everything for the team.
He's literally battling his back to
Yeah,
play and perform for the country, and you
yeah,
out there, you ungrateful little assholes. I would genuinely like to say, get a mirror, slam yourself in the mirror, and just never watch cricket again, please. Before you think
yeah. He
about
has, yeah.
criticizing Jasprit Bumrah,
You can't, yeah. He
just
over.
lit.
He's like he's the he's the leader for the pack for the bowlers. He's like he will be the future star. Rather, he is.
Not future.
And
He is the current.
yeah, he's
He is the
yeah
current
current.
goat
Okay,
itself.
yeah, he's the current one. Yeah, goat. Yeah, but yeah, he has also performed with the bat as well in the second innings. He stayed there. He just played on like he was
Let's
there.
focus on the first innings. What
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say is about the Indian batting. Now
yeah,
I have an unpopular opinion. Let's just say that Karun Nair got dismissed on a very good ball, on a very good ball,
yeah. Good.
and the
Yeah, even the
catch
catch
was
was good.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was The ball was dabbed down. Joe Root grabbed it out of nowhere. I
yeah. Out
am
of
absolute
nowhere. Yeah,
out
yeah,
of
really.
nowhere. The hand was out there. It's stuck to
Exactly.
his hand. It
Yeah,
was not,
yeah,
you know, no batter can predict that. No batter can
yeah.
predict that level.
Okay, yeah.
But
But as we are saying here, Karun Nair, I would just we'll just go for the first thing. He bro is like okay, we'll just go a bit statistic. Okay, uh, the top four which okay, I'll go with top five. Top five which are playing right now. Jaiswal, KL Rahul, Gill, Karun Nair, Pant. Okay,
yeah,
out of these five, four of them, excluding Karun Nair, have scored 50s, have scored nearly at least like 80s and 90s. They have scored. Okay,
there is
I know he is back after so long, but bro, you have already played 4 innings. You have not able to perform up to the mark. Okay, I agree. Ki first innings was nearly he was in the touch, but he needs to convert these starts into something big, which is what we need. In
what I
case
feel
like
is
what happened, okay, I'll tell you. We we lacked the factor of Shubman Gill. In both the innings, like in the first inning, he got out due to the the run up was a bit short by Chris Wokes, and he was not able to judge the ball that much.
run
Maybe
up
due to the
and the
pace or
wicket keeper
maybe
up close. Wicket keeper up
yeah,
close.
yeah,
So
up close, yeah,
what I feel is England. See, I knew it from the first go that Shubman
exactly,
Gill was going to be their prime target. England's plan was fixed. What the strategical problem was, India came in with a victory in their hands and an overconfident victory because they were like,
yeah,
now we can win without Jasprit Bumrah. We have that confidence. So they did not plan for Joe Root. First and foremost. Second thing, they did not they did not consider that Shubman Gill would be considered a prime target. Why? Because शुभमन गिल तो अच्छे फॉर्म में है, शुभमन गिल तो कर लेगा बैटिंग, everybody was thinking that. But that surface, those strategy was perfectly implemented by Vokes and Stokes. I'll
yeah,
genuinely commend
so-
what and Jamie Smith. Never forget
yeah,
Jamie Smith. What a catch! What a
yeah,
catch! Very good catch
brilliant.
behind the stumps. You have to acknowledge the wicket keeper when it's not easy. It's not at all easy.
Not at all
If
easy. Yeah,
he's coming in from like 130 135 kilometers per hour, you're up close to the stumps. You have to grab those catches at a very fast rate, and he did. Jamie
yeah,
Smith did, executed the plan remarkably well. What I do feel, I was I let's consider ourselves as normal humans instead of like Saints right now. Why to go for the run when you know that KL Rahul eventually is going to complete his century because he was in that great nick? You are
Exactly.
literally cruising, bro. I mean, Pant was on 74, and you can fight me all day. He was our best batter that innings. Even
Yeah.
KL Rahul looked a little bit finicky, but Rishabh Pant
But
was in
yeah, Rishabh Pant
complete
was there.
control.
Yeah.
Complete control. And the English bowlers are literally scared. Are literally scared to
Scared.
bowl to
Yeah.
him.
For sure. For sure. But
What
as
and
but this but every time in this series so far, whenever Pant has been dismissed now, it has literally turned the whole situation of the game upside down. If you have observed in the second
I
test as well, when he was knocking around in the
the first
second
test,
innings.
most importantly,
Yeah, yeah, even the
uh,
yeah for the first test as well, where he scored centuries in both the innings, and he was like sublime. So, but yeah, as we said, we have said KL Rahul, he is literally the backbone. Okay, he's literally there.
I am
Even
saying
even we have
what
some issue with Jaiswal.
I
He literally gave away his wicket
I
to Jofra
genuinely
Archer
think
in both the innings.
no, I'll just add up to the fact you have a bowler who has barely been fit in the nets. Like Jofra Archer just came in. He has come back from like I don't know what injury he had for so long, but he came back from that injury. He had just started to hit those 140s, 145s, those natural pace. And Jofra Archer is remarkable because he generates pace from anywhere. From anywhere. You can literally give him 5 yards, he can generate that pace. But he was just getting started. Why do you want to throw away your wicket? Not throw away, let's say in the first innings, you throw away, your wicket is taken by a very good ball. Jofra Archer ball, a very good ball.
Yeah,
Second innings में why you have to target and intentional ego नहीं चाहिए. यहाँ पे ego की
and
बात है ही नहीं.
even the ball which okay, we'll just for a moment we'll go in the second innings where Jaiswal was dismissed. Okay, the ball was literally very high. It was very short. There
अरे
was
कहाँ
no need
मारेगा
at
पुल.
all.
कहाँ मारेगा
Bhai,
पुल
you are not Rohit Sharma. And KL Rahul had already scored two boundaries in that over. He was already frustrated, Jofra Archer. He came in, bowl it
banded
into
it
the
short,
pitch,
huh?
and he got.
So let's go
Bro,
back to the
Jaiswal
first
has to,
innings.
yeah, Jaiswal has to just reconsider everything which happened. Like,
जैसी मुझे मुझे दिक्कत फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में क्या है पता है क्या? मुझे दो पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट्स की दिक्कत है. फर्स्ट इज why did I see you'll be saying that I am मैं ऐसे ही बात कर रहा हूँ, बट केएल राहुल गेट्स दो सेंचुरीज, केएल राहुल गेट्स दो ह्यूज रन्स. पंत आउट होने के बाद क्यों आउट होना है इतना जल्दी?
yeah.
एंड जो
maybe
मुझे
I
पता है
but it has been like कि अगर एक बड़ी पार्टनरशिप होती है तो we see like एक दो विकेट गिरते हैं
झट से गिर
in
जाते हैं, झट से गिर जाते हैं.
exactly
इट्स
even
नॉट
as we are going a bit lower down the order we must literally salute Ravindra
रविंद्र सर,
Jadeja.
सर
Sir
रविंद्र.
Ravindra Jadeja. Sir Ravindra Jadeja. Okay,
My God,
he has
without those
literally
72 runs, you imagine, without those 72 runs, we would not have even reached 387. It is remarkable what he did. And also,
yeah,
for the first innings, immense grit shown by Nitish Kumar Reddy. Oh my
Reddy.
God.
Yeah,
That, see, when two wickets have fallen down, you have to be a very resilient person. You have to be a resilient person. कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है दूसरा. He played in 94 balls, scored like 30 runs. मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. He supported Jadeja. What a partnership. Genuinely amazing partnership.
yeah.
Uh, that is why we reached
Even
387.
yeah, even okay. As we are saying, we reached the 387 target. The peak cinematic moment was Akashdeep hitting a six to Jofra Archer. That was out of nowhere. I was stunned. Like, yeah, bro, it was so like one. He
It came on
bro,
the leg side very much in his arc. Very much in his arc.
and he just grabbed it like he was on
See,
to the ball like. And okay,
Akashdeep is
as
a
yeah,
moments player. I mean,
moments
the
here.
so now
And
that we
okay,
have
as we are
elapsed,
as we just now spoke about Nitish Kumar Reddy, I'm sure he won't go anywhere. He will be
no,
there
we want
for
it. We
last two
want him.
tests. He
We
is
want
gonna be
him.
there. He's the fix. He's now the fixed player. He
It's
bowls, he bats.
incredible how we were considering of dropping him from the
Yeah,
last because
yeah, he
see
literally.
see what I felt. I told you in the last match itself. नीतीश कुमार threw his wicket in the second innings because उसको करने के लिए कुछ था ही नहीं last test match में
Fine,
second
right,
innings.
right.
And apart from that, Nitish Kumar has always played well in overseas conditions. Yeah, you can't just
Yeah,
be like कि यार
just
ये
yeah.
एक टेस्ट मैच खराब खेल लिया तो इसके वजह से
We technically can say कि we have got a player somewhere around Hardik Pandya for tests.
टेक्निकली या बट हार्दिक पांड्या इज हार्दिक पांड्या रे
Hardik Pandya is a different gravy. He's a different
नहीं
gravy.
नहीं रे हार्दिक पांड्या जैसा प्लेयर बहुत रेयरली मिलता है बहुत
Yeah,
रेयरली
yeah, he's a
यू
different
कांट
gravy
लुक हिम
altogether.
तुम उसको स्टैट्स में नहीं नाप सकते लेट्स जस्ट तुमको पता है क्या ही इज दैट वन ऑफ दोज प्लेयर्स जिसको स्टैट से नहीं आंखों से देखना पड़ता है
Yeah,
वन ऑफ वन ऑफ
aura,
दोज
aura,
वन ऑफ दोज
infinite
माइकल
aura.
बेवन टाइप प्लेयर्स जो तुमको पता है कि मैच आया है जितवा के जाएगा दूसरा ऑप्शन है ही नहीं दूसरा
Yeah,
और है
for sure.
तो
So,
that's not the point
yeah,
but the first innings were both of them leveled I genuinely thought
yeah.
we are well set for नहीं
But
प्रॉब्लम क्या
to
हुआ
be
पता है
seriously
क्या
honest, yeah, I seriously felt कि we should have got at least 20 odd runs as a lead. That's what I thought. We should have
that's
reached.
exactly the margin that we lost by
Exactly. I thought कि if we just score something around 410,
See,
420, something like that.
what I feel is the lower order did their job. What
Yeah,
प्रॉब्लम क्या था प्रॉब्लम एग्जैक्टली दो बैट्समैन ने गंदा किया फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में दैट इज
yeah.
जायसवाल एंड गिल गिल
Well,
गॉट अप
Gill.
गिल का तो चलो मान लेते हैं कि लास्ट इनिंग
Yeah, he
लास्ट में
okay.
चलो
Yeah,
साढ़े
last test,
चार
yeah,
सौ
he
रन मारे
played.
उसने साढ़े चार
Yeah,
सौ रन एक मैच में मारे उसने वेरी गुड मतलब ठीक है व्हाट इज द एक्सक्यूज फॉर जायसवाल क्या
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
व्हाट इज द
even the commentators were like he has not performed under pressure. Performed well in under pressure. So
both of them have
we'll
not
get
performed under
yeah.
pressure. I mean, let's come to the
So
second innings now.
yeah.
Let's
So
start
now
with England's innings because England's innings had a lot more interesting factors than our innings. I'll tell you why.
yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Bec-
Yeah. So
yeah,
now for this one we'll stop here. We'll upload the next part in which we'll cover the last two innings of whatever happened. That's gonna be a crazy episode for you guys. So stay tuned. Like like you have to do what we are saying. We are
like,
just working
share,
so hard
comment,
here.
and save,
Save
and
and
also
subscribe.
subscribe. Yeah, definitely, and
So
follow
we'll
us
meet
on
you guys.
Instagram.
Yeah, we'll meet you guys in the second part, which is the second innings of both the teams. Okay,
Yes,
so signing off from here. Bye.
signing off
Stay
from here.
tuned.
Stay
Stay tuned for the
sure.
next one. Yeah,
Bye.
bye.